Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Story and Motivation English. Today, we're talking about something that scares almost everyone, even native speakers, small talk.
Oh, yes. People think small talk is easy, but honestly, it's one of the most awkward human inventions ever.
I agree completely. In fact, my first small talk moment in the US was a disaster. Someone smiled at me and said, "Nice weather today." And I panicked. I replied, "Yes, very outside."
What does that even mean?
I have no idea. But the person nodded politely, the way Americans do when they have no clue what you just said, and I immediately thought, okay, Sam, maybe you're not ready for conversations with real humans.
You know what? That's actually normal. Small talk is uncomfortable for everyone. Even here in the US, people joke about how awkward it can be, especially when both people say, "You go ahead," "No, you go ahead," "No, you go first."
Exactly. And the truth is, small talk isn't about deep conversations. It's not about being clever or perfect. It's simply about being friendly, making a tiny connection with another human being.
Yes, and once you know a few easy phrases, you can do small talk anywhere. At a cafe, in the elevator, at a party, on a plane, in a waiting room, anywhere life puts you next to another person.
So today, my friend, we're going to make small talk feel simple, natural, and even fun. No pressure, no weird moments, no very outside.
Stay with us because by the end of this episode, you'll have everything you need to start conversations and make friends fast.
All right, let's jump in.
All right, Emma, here's the thing.
Small talk looks simple from the outside, but the moment someone starts a conversation, my brain becomes a frozen yogurt machine. Nothing comes out except cold panic.
That's more common than you think. People imagine everyone in the US or Europe is naturally great at small talk. But honestly, even native speakers get awkward. Some people hate small talk just as much as learners do.
That makes me feel better. Because I've had so many moments where someone tried to talk to me and I completely blanked. Like the barista at a cafe in Seattle who asked, "How's your day going?" And I replied, "Good day, yes." Then handed her my card like I was escaping the crime scene.
Oh, I've seen that look. It's the "I'm friendly but also terrified" look.
Exactly. And I think one reason learners struggle is because small talk feels like this huge mystery. Like, what am I supposed to talk about? How do I keep the conversation going? What if I run out of English words after 5 seconds?
Those are totally normal fears. Small talk is intimidating because it's spontaneous. You don't have time to prepare, so you feel pressure to sound natural immediately. And that pressure kills your confidence.
Yes. My brain is like, "Sam, say something cool." And what comes out is the opposite of cool.
But here's the secret. Small talk isn't about being clever or interesting. It's about being pleasant, friendly, approachable. It's simply acknowledging the other person.
So small talk is basically verbal smiling.
Yes, that's a perfect way to describe it. It's like waving with your words.
Another problem is speed. Sometimes native speakers talk too fast. Like at a social event, someone says, "Hey, you good? Crazy day, huh?" And I'm like, "Wait, what? Was that English? Was that 3 questions or 1?"
That happens because natives often blend phrases together. But the good news is you don't need to copy their speed. You can respond slowly, clearly, and the conversation still works.
Really? Because sometimes I feel guilty for answering slowly.
No need. In small talk, tone matters more than speed. If you smile, nod, and answer warmly, people don't care if your sentence has 3 words or 10. They care about the connection.
That's a relief. I also realized something. I avoid small talk because I think I need to say something smart. But maybe I just need to say something human.
Exactly. People don't expect brilliance. They expect friendliness. And the funny thing is, once you know 3 or 4 simple phrases, you can have small talk anywhere, in a cafe, in an elevator, at the gym, waiting for a flight, in a park at sunset, anywhere life puts you next to another person.
Yeah, I've noticed that Americans especially love starting conversations with strangers. Like you're waiting in line at Target and suddenly someone says, "Long line today, huh?" And boom, small talk begins.
Yes, because it makes the moment feel less awkward. Humans are social creatures, even if we pretend not to be. Small talk is the easiest way to create a tiny bond with another person.
So the big question is, how do we make small talk feel easy for our friend listening?
That's exactly what we're doing in the next part. We'll show them simple opening lines, easy topics, and natural follow-up questions, all in short, friendly English.
And maybe a few examples of what not to say?
Definitely. And we'll also do some fun role plays so they can actually hear how small talk flows in real life.
All right, this is getting exciting. Let's help our friend make small talk, and maybe a few new friends in the simplest way possible.
Then let's move on to the value section.
All right, Emma, let's break this down. If someone listening today wants to start small talk in English, where do they begin?
They begin with the simplest possible line. Small talk doesn't start with philosophy. It starts with something light and friendly, like, "Hey, how's it going?" Or, "Nice to see you."
Classic. And I love how "how's it going" is not a deep question. You don't have to talk about your life journey. You can just say, "Good, thanks," or "Pretty good, you?"
Exactly. And you know what's funny? Most Americans don't even answer this question seriously. It's a social hello. It's warm, not deep.
So "how's it going" is basically the verbal version of a handshake.
That's a great way to put it. Another simple starter is, "How's your day so far?" This works anywhere: cafe, workplace, park, gym.
I love that one. It's friendly but not intrusive. It doesn't feel like you're asking for their medical history.
Exactly. And here's a little secret. One of the best ways to start small talk is to talk about the shared situation. For example, if you're waiting in a long line, you can say, "This line is crazy today." Or in the elevator, "Feels like everyone chose this exact moment to go somewhere."
Yes, that always works. Even I can do that because then you're not talking about yourself, you're talking about something both of you see.
And that takes the pressure off. Another easy one is talking about weather, and I know people laugh about this, but trust me, weather is one of the most universal small talk topics in the US and Europe.
Absolutely. I lived in Chicago for years and people talk about the weather like it's a dramatic Netflix series. Cold again? Yep. Rain later? Probably. Conversation complete.
See, it doesn't need to be deep, just friendly.
Let's talk about compliments because I think they're one of the easiest ways to start small talk.
Yes, compliments are powerful. Short ones work best. "I love your jacket." "That's a cool backpack." "Nice shoes." "Your dog is adorable." People love when someone notices something positive.
And it opens the door for more conversation. They might reply, "Thanks, I got it last week." Boom, small talk activated.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about follow-up questions because this is where people panic. They think they need something complicated, but honestly, the easiest follow-up question in the world is, "Oh, really?" Or, "That sounds nice." Or, "Do you go there often?" Simple, friendly, natural.
I feel like people underestimate how powerful a good "oh yeah" is.
Yes, you don't need long questions, just little invitations to keep talking. Small talk is not a tennis match. It's more like passing a ball back and forth gently.
Can we do a mini role play? Let's pretend we're at a cafe.
Sure, I'll be the barista. "Hey there, how's your morning going?"
Pretty good, thanks. Busy day?
"Yeah, lots of coffee lovers today."
Oh yeah, I guess everyone needs caffeine right now.
And that's it. That's small talk. Short, light, friendly.
See, that felt natural, not scary at all.
Let's try another one. Imagine we're standing in line at the airport.
Great, I'll start. This line is moving so slowly today.
Tell me about it. I think everyone decided to fly at the same time.
Yeah, right? At least we're almost there.
Perfect. It's small talk, not soul talk.
I love that. Small talk, talk for the moment. Soul talk, talk for therapy.
Exactly. Now, let's do one more. Imagine we're at a park and I have a dog.
Your dog is adorable.
Oh, thank you. He loves this park.
He looks friendly. What's his name?
Max.
That was easy. Compliment, simple question, connection.
And at any moment, if you don't know what to say, you can always fall back on, how about you? This is the magic question. It keeps conversations alive without pressure.
Yes, someone says, I'm heading to the gym. You say, nice. How about you today? Perfectly natural.
And here's a tip for sounding friendly. Keep your voice warm. Even if your sentence is short, warmth makes it feel complete.
That's so true. A cold hi feels like a warning sign, but a warm hi feels like an invitation.
Exactly. Small talk isn't grammar, it's energy.
And I think that's the most important lesson from today. People don't care about your grammar, they care about your vibe.
Absolutely. And the more you practice with small, easy lines, the more natural you'll feel. Small talk is a skill, not a personality trait.
All right, let's take this energy into the conclusion.
Let's wrap it up.
All right, my friend, we've reached the end of today's episode, and I have to say, small talk doesn't feel scary anymore. It feels simple, almost friendly.
Which is exactly what it's meant to be. Small talk isn't about impressing someone. It's not about being perfect. It's not about having the right topic. It's just two humans sharing a tiny moment.
Yeah. I used to think small talk meant I had to be interesting, like I needed to say something clever or memorable. But now I see it's really just, hi, nice day. How's it going? Easy, natural.
Exactly. And those tiny moments can open doors to a new friend, a good conversation, or just a kinder day. You'd be surprised how powerful a simple, warm comment can be.
I like calling it verbal smiling because that's what it feels like. A little gesture that says, I see you, I'm friendly, we can share this moment.
Yes, and remember, nobody expects perfect grammar during small talk. People care about your energy, not your verb tenses.
That takes so much pressure away because sometimes learners freeze, not because they don't know English, but because they're scared of sounding wrong.
And here's the truth. A friendly, simple sentence is always better than silence, even if the grammar isn't perfect, even if it's short, even if it's just busy day or nice weather. That's enough.
And the best part is, you can practice small talk anywhere, at a cafe, in an elevator, at a bus stop, in a waiting room, at a party, or even while walking your dog or someone else's dog.
Yes, dogs make great conversation starters, and so does kindness. A warm tone, a simple question, a little smile, that's all small talk needs.
My friend listening, I want to encourage you. You don't need to be confident to start small talk. You build confidence by doing it, one short sentence at a time.
Exactly. So here's your challenge for the week. Start one small conversation. Just one. Say something simple to someone near you, and you'll see it feels much easier than you think.
Before we go, we'd love to hear from you. What small talk question do you want to try this week? Tell us in the comments and we'll help you make it even better.
If today's episode made you smile, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to feel friendlier and more confident in English.
Thank you for spending your time with us. Your English is growing, your confidence is growing, and your world is getting bigger.
We're proud of you, and we'll see you in the next episode.